Don't you hate it when people post all their drama on social media, then have the audacity to tell us to mind our own business? Honey, we are in Season 3, Episode 4 of this mess. We're invested.
Hey, what's going on? What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio, a place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say special shout out to you. Now let's get straight into some things. Oh Lord have mercy, we have a lot. Well, this story I saw it on TikTok, and I'm like, okay. Okay. You know, sometimes there are those stories that trend on TikTok, but then when you're so much on Facebook or on Instagram, you can't see them. But honey, somebody sent it to me. And of course, I went in there and trying to do my own research, and I'm like, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. So ever since, there's always been this competition between Vanessa and, of course, JUX's current wife, aka Priscilla. Vanessa is also with someone, okay? Vanessa is engaged and she has 2 beautiful children with a fellow Nigerian. So for the Nigerians that are going in on Vanessa, they should know that Vanessa is also their in-law, just like JUX is their in-law. It doesn't matter if JUX and Vanessa dated in the past, even though this time around, I feel like they're wrong to some extent, but you can't put it past some ex. They never move on. They hurt so bad, and that hurt never heals, no matter what. So Vanessa posted something on her TikTok, which I'm going to show y'all, and then with that you'll be able to tell me if JP were justified by going on Vanessa Mude's TikTok and start dragging her upside down. I've seen them going in on Miss what was her name, that JUX's ex-girlfriend, Karen Buju, yeah. So for some reason, I feel like, yeah, maybe it might seem like shade, but maybe it's not necessarily shade. But let me play you the video first of all before we continue, because honey, it was a lot on the comment section. So due to copyright claims, I'm unable to play the music on the background, but I'm only going to play only the video. This is the video in question. Mind you, it was on 10th or 9th April. And of course, you can see easy come, easy go. And many of them believed that that was a soft comeback for Vanessa Mude against JUX and Priscilla. Because you all know that Priscilla and JUX dated not too long ago. And of course, before we could digest their relationship, we find out that they're engaged and they're getting married, and we're like, if they're engaged, they probably are gonna stay like 2 years after getting married, but before we know it, the date of the wedding is set and people are getting married. So these are some of the things that people are saying on the comment section. One person said JP 2025 was hot, and someone on the comment section replied to them saying it was hot, and by the way, she was the only one who left him, so rest. #VMoney. Another one said rest, so she's the one that left him. Another one say anapa sangapi to Mananswili. Listen, of course, you can hear these ladies saying that VMoney, aka Vanessa Mude, is the one that left JUX, so why are people pressed? Another one say, what does it mean? You just rest, please. Another one said, it's the timing. You can do better. Just please rest. Of course, people are telling her, sit down, relax, rest. You're doing a little bit too much. It's showing that you're pressed at some point or so. Another one saying it's giving Justin Bieber. Let me read to you more of this comment. Of course, another person said, Ajahil aje na yeye ndiye alimuacha. Kuna kitu inasumbua sana. Anafanya nini sasa to Mananswili listeners? Of course, how do you mean she hasn't healed if she's the one who left JUX? I remember the last interview, JUX talking about how Vanessa Mude is the one who left him, but in the past Vanessa has talked about how she was not 100% into the relationship based on how JUX was moving on her. Another person said this one is easygoing and she's easily enjoying her long and peaceful life with her husband. Please move on in peace. Another one said, it's giving Justin Bieber. If you know, you know. Of course, you all know that people say Justin Bieber haven't moved on. And this is where I felt like Vanessa should have just kept it shush, because with this, she's definitely fueling JP fans. She doesn't have that much fans like she used to. Besides, when she stopped her music career, social media wasn't a thing. So let me read to you what she said. Msije kutuletea Vanessa mdei wetu hate. This baby live her life and mind her business. Ingekuwa ajaacha kuimba, she could have been the biggest female East Africa. Respect, please. Of course, Vanessa Mdee, like that. I remember a few days ago, the husband Rotimi did an interview where he talked about how Vanessa Mdee was offered a lot of things, include witchcraft, in order to become the biggest artist, but she refused. Also, she refused to knock her way up, according to Mr. Rotimi in one of the interviews. And of course, Vanessa Mdee support that if she could have continued with her music, she could have been one of the biggest artists in East Africa. I don't doubt, but we can argue that, because let's just keep it a buck. Miss Victoria Kimani was coming high flying. Okay? Personally, I feel like if Victoria Kimani did not upset Nigerians, if she could have continued, she could have given Vanessa a run for her money. Anyway, let's continue this. Another person said, hawana akili sana, wanadhani Vanessa Mdee ako ligi yao. Vanessa, she's happy and healthy, na ana hela zake, anaishi life yake, kisha ati kuna mtu kafanya harusi, kwani ya mhusu vipi? Lakini wako na utoto sana to Manan's listeners. This person is basically saying that Vanessa is living her life. These people should stop bullying her. She moved on. She have another person. She have 2 beautiful children. How can somebody say that she hasn't moved on while she's happily married? Well, Vanessa Mdee is not married yet. They're still engaged, okay? But you know, I must admit, there are people who are comfortable in that engagement state that they don't want to leave. It's like a mutual agreement of where people just want to live engaged, not put the government involved in terms of saying they're married, but they know their vows, and that is what they're following, basically, if you ask me. So let's continue with this, because honey, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. Another person said, huyu ajahil ama naona zangu, si ali move on, si awache ex aoe ama niko jaba tumanan. So listeners, this one haven't moved on, or I'm seeing my own. This one should have left his ex to marry in peace, or you know, I'm on my stuff. Another one say, mtu mwenye alizaa na akona watoto wawili, mnasemaje ajahil? Mlitaka ahil haje na yeye ndio aliondoka mpaka akatolewa nyimbo, ama hamkuona? This is someone's mother and wife. Mwache tabia za ukwam umbwakne. To Manan Swahili listeners, of course, she's arguing that this person, how can you say she did not move on while she moved on? JUX include released the disc. I remember when Vanessa Mdee gave her birth to her first child, JUX did a music and was put her as a thumbnail on his music. So yeah, with that, many people believe that Vanessa Mdee moved on. Some are saying that, yeah, she might have moved on, but she's not happy in her marriage, because Rotimi, you all remember, there's an interview that came out with the ex-fiancé of Rotimi, and the ex-fiancé talked about how Rotimi is master manipulator. And of course, many people believe that the real reason why Vanessa Mdee haven't gone back to music and Rotimi is singing is due to Rotimi manipulating her. I don't know how true that is. Let me read the last one. One person said, people in here are delulu, depression, and broke, just like me. But I wouldn't have attacked a married woman whose ex is getting married and the woman is minding her own business. Y'all are tripping, and of course with a laughing emoji. Tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. Personally, I feel like I don't know what some JP fans see that probably other people don't see. I understand when you love a person so much, you're so protective, sometimes it turns into possessiveness, you know. It doesn't mean that everybody want to hurt your faith. Vanessa Mdee has really mind her business. Yeah, exes do throw shade at each other here and there. I remember JUX releasing a song with Vanessa Mday's picture as a wallpaper. So I don't know. It is what it is. And also the other day, Tanzania bloggers, baiting Nigerians for clickbait, of course, that is what they're well known for, into going in on Karen Buju, insulting her that she apparently did this interview talking about how JUX dated her around the time JUX was with Miss Priscilla. That when JUX was going in dating Priscilla, they were still together, they were still smashing. And that is not true. I haven't seen that interview, but some are convinced that that is the truth. Priscilla is happy where she is in her marriage. She's married. It doesn't matter how many 50 women come, 100. She had a civil wedding, and she seemed to be in love. Anyway, keep it classy, Mrs. Human Next.